Hello, everyone. This is Latel, your astrologist and your spiritual counselor. Thank you very much for joining this quick chat. Today, I'd like to delve a little bit deeper into Mercury retrograde. And I know that a lot of clients will come to my sessions and they tend to ask about Mercury retrograde. And of course, in the past, I have talked about this in our videos. But today, I want to talk about the specific Mercury retrograde that is happening now and what it means and how we can overcome, right, these challenges brought by the retrograde motion. Now, first of all, as many of you guys already know, Mercury retrogrades pretty much 3 times a year. Every year, of course, it's different months and different dates. But pretty much the meaning of Mercury retrograde is that from our perspective on the Earth, Mercury tends to move backward 3 times a year. But of course, it is an illusion that we get from the Earth. Mercury actually, from the perspective of the sun, never goes backward, right? But because both the Earth and the sun, both the Earth and Mercury are going around the sun. So, sometimes from our perspective, it seems like Mercury is moving backward, but it's actually not. But as you know, astrology is a very Earth-centric study. And so when we are seeing certain planets are moving backward, it usually means something. Now, this month started on, I think, November the 25th. So pretty much about 2-3 days ago, we started our last Mercury retrograde in 2024. This time, Mercury is moving backward in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, first of all, you need to know that Mercury doesn't like to be in Sagittarius, so to speak. And the reason is because in astrology, every planet has their own rulership. And Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. And so these 2 signs are Mercury's favorite place. So when Mercury transits in Gemini or when Mercury transits in Virgo, Mercury feels powerful, it feels comfortable, it feels easy to express its mercurial qualities. However, in the other 2 signs, which are opposite, Gemini and Virgo. For example, Sagittarius is opposing Gemini on the chart, and Pisces opposes Virgo on the astrological wheel. So when Mercury is transiting in Pisces and also Sagittarius, Mercury's power is not very strong. For example, Sagittarius is for Jupiter. Right, Jupiter is about higher philosophy, higher education, right? Big ideas, foreign travel, all these kind of grand, right, bigger things, and that's for Jupiter. But Mercury is more about the smaller scale, right? It's more about the daily communication and ideas, right? And and usually it rules compared to university and higher education. Mercury rules lower education, for example, middle school, high school, and also elementary school. So when Mercury is transiting in Sagittarius, it is in a sign that it's uncomfortable in, okay? Now, first of all, when we're knowing that Mercury is transiting in a sign that is uncomfortable with, we already know that the power of Mercury is a little bit afflicted. Plus, we're having Mercury retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius from the 25th of November until actually I think it's around the mid-December, December the 16th, yeah, depending on where you are in the world. If you are in the States, maybe it's the 17th. If you're in East Asia, it should be the 16th. Now, specifically during this period of time, we need to be very careful with our speech. What we're saying, what kind of email we're sending to, make sure that we're not actually causing any misunderstanding. Of course, December the 16th is when Mercury will stop retrograde, but until January the 3rd, actually, Mercury will still be in a little bit shadow period of time, meaning that Mercury will start moving forward, but it's still within the range when Mercury was in retrograde. So what does that mean, right? So I know that a lot of clients these days, maybe they're asking about, when will they hear some good news about new jobs, when they will see more progress in their life, right, in different things. Specifically, if the thing that you're asking about is ruled by Mercury. So for example, this will affect you if you are actually a sun sign, moon sign, and a rising sign in Virgo or Gemini. And of course, for other people, among the 12 houses, you definitely will have two houses ruled by Virgo and also Gemini. So everyone is affected. But what I want to say is that wait until the new year, right? After January the 3rd, Mercury will finish its retrograde. Even though I understand that we still have Mars retrograde until the end of February actually, and also early March. But still, having one planet moving forward is actually a good thing. So again, for our or our audience, in case you're wondering, specifically if your question is related to maybe a job application, some kind of things related to work, related to writing, related to communication, email, right? Applications, documents, things like that. Definitely, you need to be patient during this period of time. Now, further, as you know, Sagittarius is related to long haul travel and foreign travel. So another advice I will have for you guys is that when Mercury is in retrograde during this Sagittarius, period of time, try to avoid very rushed trips. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't travel at all, because sometimes you have to travel because of responsibility. Sometimes it's because of work, right? That you have to do it anyway. But the best thing for you to do is to plan things ahead, right? And double check and triple check that you have everything you need, right? You have the visa for the country that you're going to, you have everything right in your suitcase, right? You have a list, you double check everything, because this is usually what we do, right? During, Mercury retrograde, we tend to be a little bit, careless. And when we really, have already left home, we realize that, oh shit, I forgot that thing, right? That I already put it on the desk, but I forgot to put it in my suitcase. And so this is just to give everybody some, heads up, right? Regarding this Mercury retrograde. Now, finally, what I also want to say is that the sign Sagittarius also rules anything that you publish. So for example, mass media, Instagram, Facebook, right? Twitter, all these kind of things. So again, if you are someone who constantly put things online, right? You publish them, let's say, right, on the social media, especially if you have followers, right? Things like that. Just make sure that you are not giving out the wrong message. Before you publish anything, double read, triple read, right? Making sure that it's not causing any misunderstanding, okay? Now, this is just a very quick video about Mercury retrograde for all our beautiful audience. And feel free to comment in the comment section if you have any questions. And I wish everyone a smooth and a joyful December. And I'll see you guys very soon in the next reading session. All right, bye.